Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's August 29th, 2024. We are in the Old Testament book of Habakkuk, and we are going to read from chapter 1, verse 12 to chapter 2, verse 20. All right. So we said Habakkuk is writing in a style that's kind of unique to himself of a prophecy, of a conversation between him and God. He asks a question, God gives an answer. He's going to ask another question, God's going to give an answer. That's the basic form of this. We drew 3 questions, I believe. We're on the second question. First question was, hey, God, I'm looking at Judah. And again, Habakkuk is writing towards the beginning of where we saw Jeremiah writing. So Israel has fallen. Judah has not been confronted by Babylon yet, but it's coming. And Habakkuk is looking around at all the corruption that's going on in Judah and says, God, how can you let this corruption stand? And the answer from God is, I'm not letting it stand. I'm sending Babylon to punish Judah. And this is the second question where Habakkuk essentially says, okay, well, wait a minute. Babylon's worse than Judah, so how is that going to work? Again, he's not saying God can't do it. He's not saying God isn't going to do it. He's just saying, I don't understand how this is supposed to work. Give me some knowledge, God. And God says, okay, I can do whatever I want. I'm going to use this nation of Babylon to punish Judah. Eventually, I'm going to bring Judah back to me, but then I'm going to punish Babylon too. So don't think that Babylon's getting away with anything. It's all a tool to an all-powerful God. So let's go ahead and we're going to read the second set of questions in Habakkuk chapter 1, verse 20. Chapter 1, verse 12 to chapter 2, verse 20. Are you not from everlasting, O Lord my God, my Holy One? We shall not die, O Lord. You have appointed them for judgment. O Rock, you have marked them for correction. You are of purer eyes than to behold evil, and cannot look on wickedness. Why do you look on those who deal treacherously, and hold your tongue when the wicked devours a person more righteous than he? Why do you make men like fish of the sea, like creeping things that have no ruler over them? They take up all of them with a hook, they catch them in their net, and gather them in their dragnet. Therefore they rejoice and are glad, therefore they sacrifice to their net, and they burn incense to their dragnet, because by them their share is sumptuous, and their food plentiful. Shall they therefore empty their net, and continue to slay nations without pity? I will stand my watch and set myself on the rampart and watch to see what he will say to me, and what I will answer when I am corrected. Then the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain on tablets, that he may run who reads it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it will speak, and it will not lie. Though it tarries, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Behold the proud, his soul is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Indeed, because he transgresses by wine, he is a proud man, and he does not stay at home. Because he enlarges his desire as hell, and he is like death and cannot be satisfied. He gathers to himself all nations, and heaps up for himself all peoples. Will not all these take up a proverb against him, and taunting riddle against him, and say, woe to him who increases! What is not his, how long? And to him who loads himself with many pledges. Will not your creditors rise up suddenly? Will they not awaken who oppress you? And you will become their booty, because you have plundered many nations. All the remnant of the people shall plunder you, because of men's blood, and the violence of the land and the city, and of all who dwell in it. Woe to him who covers evil gain for his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of disaster. You give shameful counsel to your house, cutting off many peoples, and sin against your soul, for the stone will cry out from the wall, and the beam from the timbers will answer it. Woe to him who builds a town with bloodshed, who establishes a city by iniquity. Behold, is it not of the Lord of hosts, that the peoples labor to feed the fire, and nations weary themselves in vain? For the earth will be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord, as the waters cover the sea. Woe to him who gives drink to his neighbor, pressing him to your bottle, even to make him drunk, that you may look on his nakedness. You are filled with shame instead of glory. You also drink, and be exposed as uncircumcised. The cup of the Lord's right hand will be turned against you, and utter shame will be on your glory. For the violence done to Lebanon will cover you, and the plunder of beasts which made them afraid, because of men's blood, and the violence of the land and the city, and of all who dwell in it. What profit is the image that its maker should carve it, the molded image, a teacher of lies, that the maker of its mold should trust in it to make mute idols? Woe to him who says to wood, awake, to silent stone, arise, it shall teach. Behold, it is overlaid with gold and silver, yet in it there is no breath at all. But the Lord is in his holy temple. Let all the earth keep silence before him. May God bless the reading of his word, and may God bless you. Bye.